Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me, Matt from Diazable, coming at you with a new album review. And this one is going to be a doozy. And this one is Lil Uzi Vert's album, Pink Tape, that dropped earlier this year, 2023, in the summer. There was a lot of talk about it. I'm a little late on reviewing it, but I'm getting around to it. But I had to review it because it was one of the biggest releases from the year. And man, it was a tough one to get through. Let's just say that from out the gate. Like, if you don't know about Lil Uzi Vert, he is a young and not young and up and coming. He's been in the game for like 5, 6 years, 7 years now. He was lumped into the mumble rap, SoundCloud rappers. What I feel about it is he's a little boxed in, as best as I can simplify it with this album and everything. And I'm gonna go through it with you and everything. I'm gonna try and go through it as quick as possible because it's a very long album. But yeah, the first track is Flood of the Face. It has a very spacey and atmospheric feel to it, but it's not a very catchy song. Then we have Suicide Doors. Overall, this was just a really annoying track with all his ad-libs was saying yeah, yeah, yeah. The guitar tuning was really bad. Was a very, very mid song. It just dragged on a lot. Then we have AI, I think that's how it's called. Again, a lot of the ad-libs. It's a very stagnant song. Travis Scott's feature's not that great. It's a very bad song. Then we have Crush. This song had some promise to me at the beginning as I was listening to it, but as I went along, again, more of the stagnation, more of the repeating of the ad-libs. He says like crush him for like 40% of the song. It just doesn't go over very well. Amped, filled with nothing but horrible ad-libs and just him with like a baby talk flow and a not very incredible beat. Oh, here's a small clip of Amped.
What's up with it, bitch, I'm in. 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 I cannot tell my life in a little podcast.
Yeah, so that's Amped. Then we have ×2. Again, more ad-libs. His ad-libs make his songs seem like they're twice as long as they should be. Died and Come Back. He pulls back on the ad-libs, thank God, finally. And like, it's a simple song structure. He doesn't sound that great, but it sounds 100 times better than the past couple of songs. So it elevates it so much. 8, Spin Again. Then he does some weird like roars and yelling, reminding me of like 2006 MySpace Kids. But overall, his flow for this song and the structure and everything is a lot better than those earlier songs. So it gets a decent pass. 9, That Fire, I think that's how you pronounce it. Now he has ad-libs here again, but they're now more high-pitched and just very annoying. The beat's not very strong, flow's not very good. Yeah, bad song. And I Gotta. He pulls back on the auto-tune on here and sounds a lot better, but he does sound a little bit lazy in his performance and style, but I don't know if that's just how he wants to go slower with this track. But it does make the track sound a lot better without all those ad-libs and auto-tune. In Endless Fashion, this song was the first song that really like hooked me in because one, they're sampling the Blue song, If I Was Blue, I Would Die. So it's already got a good beat and a very catchy beat. And then Nicki's on it and she's coming on and like really saving his ass on this track because she's coming in hot and bringing some good stuff with her. So objectively, it's a good song, but objectively his good song, I don't know, because not a lot of it is his own creativity. I feel like since Nicki and the sample, so, but it is a good song. 12, Mama, I'm Sorry. Generic beat, generic flow, generic lyrics, but overall it's an all right song compared to his other songs that he's been putting out on this album. Hey guys, have you checked out any of the merch from Diazable that we have on our online store? We have some of these designs up, some cool gym looking gear. Fan favorite, Baby Noodle, Be a Fucking Devil. Yeah, some of our most hated merch ever, but I love Hate Breed. Yay. Sticker packs too. Who doesn't like baby noodle eating pizza? Yeah. Keychains. Yeah. And of course, we have koozies. Yeah, who doesn't like a good koozie? So check out our merch store, diazable.com, and support your local business. And a friend who's not trying to work a 9-to-5 anymore. Trying to do something with my life. 13, All Alone. There's some catchiness here in the chorus. And then like when he's singing, when there's no beat or anything, it's kind of all right. But it's a nice relief, a nice change of pace compared to his previous songs. 14, Nakamoto. I think this song really encapsulates the album cover. It's very big, it's very grand, and it sounds pretty well produced and everything. It's probably one of the best tracks on this album. So I want to play a clip of it. Nakamoto. 15, Just Wanna Rock. He does a lot more, he does the repetition thing here again, but it's a lot more interesting and used better. Like he finds a better way of being repetitive. The production sounds really good. He builds up his voice here on this track really well, and there's like a heartbeat beat used in the background and everything. It's surprisingly a pretty interesting song. Fire Alarm. It's another good song, like a very good song. Like the second half of this album is a lot better than the first half. Like here he's doing more interesting beats, using more backing vocals from other people and stuff to add some texture and layering to his songs. And then he uses like the Silent Hill alarm at the end of the song, which is pretty cool and everything. 17, CS, the Chop Suey cover that everyone's been talking about. It is pretty bad, especially with his screams and the production and everything. But I think what got me to think that it's a pretty good song was metal should be fun. Like, have fun with it. Covers are great as long as you're having fun and not, I mean, I don't think he's trying to be bad. Like, he's bad. I think he's being bad and might know it. But at least he's like having fun with it and everything. It sounds like he had a really good time recording this one, so I think I give it some leeway on it. 18, Werewolf with Bring Me the Horizon. This man can't scream for shit. He's really bad at screaming. And everything Bring Me the Horizon brings, they sound great here. This production, everything sounds great on their end. Lil Uzi Vert just feels tacked on. Like, it's not even really his song. Not a very good blend of a feature, I think. If you take him off of it, it'd still be a fine track and everything. So overall, it's all right. Pluto to Mars has some like interesting saxophone use in it, and like it's a clean and nice beat. Nothing too special, but like it does leaps and bounds compared to his other bad songs. So it's an all right song. Then we have Patience. This song reminded me of like old Lil Uzi Vert. It's more of a lo-fi beat to it, very chill, really relaxed. The auto-tune here actually I think really hurts his performance. If he pulled back from the auto-tune, I think it would serve him better. So yeah. Days Come and Go. This track was very, very messy, from being either turned up too loud to being too low, to the beats being off beat of each other. Like they just don't sync up really well, they don't mesh really well. His performance is either really good or really bad throughout this track. It's all over the place. The only thing that's kind of consistent is the lyrical content. The lyrical content's not that bad. 22, Rehab. Again, good lyrical content. It's a simple beat, nothing too flashy or anything. He sounds all right here. Some soft backing, eerie background beats and everything. The second half of the song is a lot better, and overall it's a pretty good song. The End, featuring Baby Metal. His screams are actually a little bit better here, but that's not saying much. He's featured on here more than they are. Like, it's, again, a Baby Metal song with Lil Uzi Vert, so not a very good fusion of the genres, I think. Then we have these bonus tracks. Zoom reminds me of like a mid-2010 song with the beat and everything. Very, very typical like hip-hop song from that era. Surprisingly, it sounds the best. It's like one of the best tracks on the album, better than anything else that's been put on here. So it's pretty banger track. 5, of course, goofy ass beat with some weird ad libs again, but they're not as annoying, and it's just Lil Uzi Vert having fun. Sade, solid beat, solid vocal performance, decent bars, not as many ad libs. Auto tune is kind of mid, but it's a solid song. Yeah, so that was my thoughts and views, short and condensed, because there's so much to pack in there, and I don't want to drag this review for so long. But this album from Lil Uzi Vert was just, I think, too night and day in terms of like what he's trying to do. He's throwing a lot of things at this album, and I think his weirdness is getting in the way of his artistry, because I think he's put himself in this like weird quirky guy rapper stuff, and I think it's really holding him back a little bit, because then he's using a lot of auto-tune, he's using ad-libs way too much as a crutch. I think take away the ad-libs, I think that's like a good chunk of his album. And I know he's experimenting, having fun with it and everything, but I think people need to tell him like, hey, this sucks, because a lot of the stuff that got approved, I'm like, no one's telling him this stuff is bad. And there's a lot of bad stuff on here, and it's very bloated. Like, trim the fat, trim it. Production can be either really good, really shitty. Vocal performance, really good to extremely shitty. Beats, good, bad. Features, like everything was just so stark in contrast from being really good to really bad. So it was a really jarring album. And yeah, I think most importantly, people in his circle need to tell him when something's good and when something's bad, and help him navigate himself a little bit better, because I think he's getting out of his own. He's too stuck in it. He's too boxed in. Like I said before, he's boxed into this weird genre style, and I think he needs to branch out, change it up a little bit, because it's not working for him, I think, anymore. So with that being said, like I said, there's some really good tracks on here, some really bad ones, so balance it out and everything, I think. So I want to give this album from Lil Uzi Vert, Pink Tape. This album from Lil Uzi Vert, I want to give it a 6 out of 10. Yeah, it's barely a 6. So yeah, links down below. Check it out. A little late to this review, but I'm happy to do it. Thanks for coming by. I'm Matt. Till next time, I'll see you later.